Hi guys, and welcome back to the Truth Speaker TV. In today's video, we are diving into this question. What did Jesus look like? Was he black? Was he white? Let's get into this video. The Bible tells us many things about Jesus. We learn about his teachings, his miracles, and his life. But the Bible doesn't describe what Jesus looked like. It doesn't say what color his skin was or the color of his hair. We don't know if he was tall or short. The Bible focuses on who Jesus was and what he did, not his physical form. Some people imagine Jesus in different ways. They might picture him with light skin and long, flowing hair. Others might imagine him with darker skin and curly hair. But the Bible doesn't give us these details. The way we picture Jesus often comes from our own culture and what we see around us. Jesus lived in a place called Judea. This region is in the Middle East. Jesus was Jewish, which is an important part of his identity. Jewish people have their own history and culture. They come from a specific part of the world. Knowing where Jesus came from helps us understand him better. We learn about the world he lived in. We can study the customs and traditions of his time. This historical context is important for understanding Jesus' life and teachings. People from the Middle East in Jesus' time often shared similar features. They usually had olive or tan skin because of the sunny climate. Their hair was typically dark, either brown or black. They often had dark eyes as well. Jesus, as a Jewish man from Judea, likely had these features. This is a more accurate way to picture him than imagining features common to other parts of the world. It's important to remember that people in the ancient world looked different than many people do today. Sometimes people portray Jesus as black or Caucasian, but these descriptions don't fit with the history of Jesus's time. The concepts of black and Caucasian as we understand them today didn't exist in the same way back then. These terms are connected to different histories and cultures. They're related to places far from Judea. Trying to fit Jesus into these categories changes who he was. It's more accurate to see Jesus as a man of his time and place. It's natural to wonder about Jesus' appearance, but what's most important about Jesus goes beyond physical traits. His message, his actions, and his love for humanity matter more than anything else. We should focus on Jesus' teachings and what he stood for. We should strive to follow his example of love, compassion, and forgiveness. These are the things that truly define Jesus and his impact on the world. Okay, so according to godquestions.org, they answered this question. What did Jesus look like, right? And you can go back, you can just Google it, God questions, what did Jesus look like? And you can read the top part of it. I'm just going to focus on the ending, right? And it says, most of the images we have of Jesus today are probably not accurate. Jesus was a Jew, so he likely had dark skin, dark eyes, and dark hair. Dark skin, dark eyes, and dark hair. Let's stop here for a moment. I wanted to know what a Jewish person would look like with these descriptions of dark hair, skin, and eyes. So I went to AI and typed in those details as well as the word Jew, not inputting anything about Jesus because this was not part of my inquiry. AI generated this image. This is not an image of Jesus. I just want to say this again. Disclaimer, this is not an image of Jesus. It is only an image of what a Jewish person with these features would look like, right? So now you can get a sense of what Jesus may have looked like. Not Caucasian, not black. Okay, so the article continues and it states, this is a far cry from the European Caucasian Jesus in most modern portrayals. One thing is clear. If it were important for us to know what he really looked like, Matthew, Peter, and John who spent 3 years with him, would certainly be able to give us an accurate description, as would his own brothers, James and Jude. Yet, these New Testament writers offer no details about his physical attributes. So there it is, right? So the people who make their black Jesus and those who create their images of a white Jesus, and then you put him with nice flowy hair, and you see it in a Catholic church and all over the place, and you can go buy it in certain stores. You guys are you created idols. That's what you did. You created an idol. And now you're worshiping these idols like if this is Jesus. And it's not. I once heard someone said, people like to major in the minor, right? The point here is not to figure out, oh yeah, Jesus looked like me and Jesus looked like me. Isn't that causing strife amongst men? Isn't it? Do you not think Satan is the one like poking at this and trying to get different ethnicities against each other? Because everybody want to claim that Jesus looked like them? Isaiah 53:2b says, he had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we would desire him. All this tells us is that Jesus' appearance was just like an ordinary man's. He was ordinary looking. Isaiah was here prophesying that the coming suffering servant would arise in lowly conditions and wear none of the usual emblems of royalty, making his true identity visible only to the discerning eye of faith. We should not be concerned with what Jesus looked like, right? How is that going to save you? How are you going to get into heaven? By saying, okay, Jesus looked like me, and your whole focus is Jesus looked like me, and not having a relationship with him. Your focus should not be on his appearance. So Exodus chapter 20 verse 4 says, you shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above or on earth beneath or in the waters below, right? You don't know what Jesus looks like. And yet for all, you have Christians saying they have their black Jesus in their homes, right? Or their white Jesus in their homes, or their green Jesus in their homes. Like seriously. You guys are idolaters. You need to repent. It's not about what Jesus looked like. That is not the point. It's not a beauty contest, right? It is for us to have a relationship with him. And James 2:19 tells us it's okay if you believe, good for you. Even the demons believe in him. Right? But it's more than just believing. It's living right, obeying the word, doing the word. As Ephesians 5 puts it, Ephesians 5 verse 1 says, be imitators of God. Right? Not go make images for yourself and say, yeah, every time you pass by your image, you say, yes, there's Jesus. No, you are an idolater if you do stuff like that. And you need to repent. Get a relationship with God. Get a relationship with Jesus. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Let me know your stance on this. See you on the next one.